I grew up in the church with my family since I was since I was born, basically. I've been going to church with my family. However, when my brother passed away, we had a couple issues and I just deviated from my faith. It just naturally happened that I just stopped going to church. The reason I went back to church is I started going through a breakup with someone that I was with for 7 years. Things were already getting really rough. So I started going through this breakup. I didn't really like where I was headed, and I felt called to return. I met a group of believers through the gym. So that's what I was very involved in, is I was very consistent in the gym. We're hanging out, we're fellowshipping all the time, like literally 24/7 the whole summer. I can't think of a time we really weren't together. And I always say, if it weren't for them, I still don't know where I would be on my walk. They've helped me so much. So we were kind of in community, and I wasn't very involved in these conversations about God, but I still had yet to return and start building my relationship with God. And I told myself that if I was going to return back to church and return back to my faith, that it was going to be out of my choice. And it was because I wanted to and not because I'm being influenced. Had I not been around community, I probably wouldn't have even considered going to a church. But Lifehouse specifically was the first church I had gone back to. I have tried at other churches actually, but Lifehouse always really felt like home. And I decided to come back. When I was younger, I wanted to go to all these retreats that I just wasn't of age yet. I didn't get the opportunity to join one of those groups. So when we moved churches, I don't even think there was a kids ministry. So I was very, not disappointed, but I was just upset about it. So going to Lifehouse and seeing just how much there was, I was so excited to hear about life groups, and I already knew I was gonna be in one. This is something that I was gonna do for myself, number one, meaning the community I had been heavily involved with. They weren't gonna join one of the life groups that I was in, and I was gonna meet new people. And that was another thing that I really wanted to do, is meet more people from my church. Because the community I had, I feel like everyone had their own churches. I think before life groups, my life was very routine. I may have plateaued, and the life group allowed that breakthrough. So now I started with community. They're holding me accountable. They're reminding me, they're feeding me the word as we speak. Iron sharpens iron. I will always say that because they for sure sharpened me. And now plateaued. And now I felt like God wanted me to, hey, you need to learn about me, but not by yourself. And that's what life groups helped me with. A lot of the devotionals actually really spoke to me because I was hurting. I was going through it. I can't tell you how many times I cried to God. I learned through life groups, I also learned that I need to run to Him first before running to my best friend or running to someone else, running to my mom. I need to run to Him first. Because of life groups, now I can go to church, and it's not just you show up to church and your worship, you hear the word and then you leave. Now I get there and then I run into people as I'm walking to my seat. It takes me a while to get to my seat now, and it takes me a while to get in my car also after I leave. So I think that's the beauty about life groups as well. It's that community. I just think community is so important, because without the community, without all the people that I've met within my journey, I feel like I would have gave it up maybe, or I don't know. But it's helped me stay accountable in reading my word, and it's helped me grow in my faith. And I think that's one of the biggest change I've seen. And now I'm ready to serve at church, and I'm ready to keep staying involved, because I know that since I still am fairly new, the more I stay involved and the more that I am surrounding myself by these people, the more I can stay grounded. Because right now I think in anyone in my shoes, or anyone that's new in their faith, can easily fall. If you're hesitant about joining a life group, you have nothing to lose, but there's so much to gain. So just take the 2 hours out of your week, join a community that you feel that you need to be in, or that you feel called to join. I feel like the longer you take, the longer, if community is a goal of yours, the longer it's going to take for you to build community. If your goal is to just get closer to God and you feel like this may or may not be the step for you, again, you're going to lose nothing in trying it out. And if you do, like, the sooner you're going to get closer to God. I really do think that the people you surround yourself with are going to heavily influence that. It's like if I'm over here trying to, get right with Jesus, and I'm listening to someone that really just wants to party all the time, like, that's not gonna get me closer to him. No matter what, you will be influenced by something, and I'd rather it be you being influenced by LifeGroup than, something that's not really glorifying God.